Hey everybody, I'm Uncle Scott, and this is my first reaction video that I'm uploading to YouTube. I decided to do reaction videos here for two reasons. One, and the reason I'm called Uncle Scott, is I'm a brand new uncle, and I wanted to kind of build a library of content for my nephew so that when he gets older, there's all this stuff that he can look at in case I'm not around. I don't mean like not around. I mean, I might be busy, I might be working, have other things going on, and I don't want him to have to wait for my schedule since we live kind of far apart, and then I thought we could connect about it afterwards. So I'm going to do some movie reviews that way and some reactions to some movies. I was an entertainment reporter for a while. I'm a filmmaker now, and also work in TV. So I have a lot of experience there and a lot of stuff to share. So I thought it didn't hurt to put it on YouTube too, and you all can enjoy it as well if you'd like to. And then the other reason that I wanted to start doing this is because of one music artist in particular, and that's Ren, which is why anyone who's watching this right now is probably here. Ren is amazing. He's a genius. And the very first song of his that I saw was Hi Ren, which is the one I'm going to do the reanalysis to right now. Reaction analysis. Yeah. I'm a dork. Anyway, I wanted to do a reaction video to Hi Ren and kind of a little bit of analysis for the explicit reason of I keep seeing all these Easter eggs that he puts inside of his videos. And anyone who watches Ren, and I love the reaction community, I've watched so many of your videos reacting to this song in particular, is the fact that he's got all these hidden messages and double entendres and triple entendres, and his flow is so good and his schemes are so good. So I thought that I would start with that video since it's what clued me into wanting to do this. And also, I have found an Easter egg, at least one, in this Hi Ren music video that I don't think anyone else has mentioned, at least not in the ones that I've seen. So I thought I would point it out and kind of kick this thing off in a fun way. And stay tuned. I also plan on trying to introduce other people to Ren and see how they react and kind of go through some of this stuff with them together. So I think it should be fun. So without further ado, let's do it. And there it was already, the first Easter egg that I wanted to show everybody. Wait, let's go back. Here it is. Here it is. Bam, right there. Did anybody else notice that he has LD on the wheelchair? And, you know, why would you be in a wheelchair? Because you're really sick. Why would you be in the gown? Because you're really sick. And what caused Ren to be really sick? It was Lyme's disease. So I think that that LD is completely intentional and gives you like this little Easter egg kind of clue right at the beginning of the video. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. All right, let's enjoy the rest of it. Hi Ren. I love how all the reactors, almost all of them say hi. So good at guitar. So good. Now, most people don't notice this. I'm only stopping very quickly because most people don't notice, like they notice that he's yodeling and that's crazy. But this is the first time many people realize that he's got a voice and incredible control over it. That's always impressed me about him.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
Hi, Ren.
I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah.
So this is another moment where, what a great series of like lyrics. That whole verse right there about how people kind of go along with what the doctor says. And sometimes that's really frustrating because you feel like you're just taking medication and nothing is changing. Nothing is fixing you. Like, I've struggled with mental health stuff for a while now, and I have totally felt that way before, where you're taking meds and it doesn't seem to be improving, but you're getting all these side effects, and it's like a suggestion, medication, and none of it works. He does it so perfectly. Also, his acting is so on point. The way he goes like Jekyll and Hyde like that, it's amazing.
This time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kind of doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Because when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics, or stats.
Okay, my only fault of this whole music video, of the whole song, is that he says, I never chase numbers, statistics, or stats. Statistics and stats are the same thing. And I know I'm nitpicking, and if all the things I'm going to nitpick about, that's it, he's a genius. I am not putting Ren down at all. I just always thought it was funny. From the first time I heard it, I'm like, well, that's kind of the same thing, isn't it? But doesn't matter. His genius outweighs it all. I just had to point it out.
I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connected, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, because this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it.
The sheer genius of calling out, like, what other people might say you're like, which, and anyone who's listened or seen any interviews with Ren knows that this is not the way he is, but especially in today's society where everyone accuses everyone else of being non-original, like he's saying, I know you've heard this kind of stuff before, but I'm doing my own thing here. And that just takes so much courage and so much like talent to be able to recognize it and then position it and perform it in a way that doesn't seem standoffish. It's just, I'm such a huge fan.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore.
Very quick, I'm sorry I keep stopping, but she sells seashells on the seashore. Many people, High Ren is the first thing they see, and they don't realize that that is a reference to Money Game 2. By the way, the part of Money Game 2 that I think might be the greatest song verse ever written, but that I'll get to that in a later video.
Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this, cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius, and I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose you. Die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Can we also very quickly talk about his breath control? Because it's insane. This isn't even him fast rapping, which in some of his other songs is like incredible breath control. But even here, he's doing all this acting, all this turning, all the like guitar playing, and yet still isn't gasping for breath. It really is. That really is amazing. Sorry, I keep forgetting to rewind a few seconds so you can all lead into it. I'll try to be better about that. Again, first reaction video. Bear with me.
I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
So good. A pause to bring it back. And here comes like one of my favorite guitar parts.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as
like right there, do you hear how he's doing the chord progression that he started with, and then he still finds a way to like pluck that melody at the same time? Like that's got to be an advanced guitar skill, only because it seems so hard to do, and it does it so cleanly. It sounds so
half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope.
Bar. Bar. Also, that part where he talks about like standing on the ocean floor, I saw an interview with him where he talks about how he was just writing and kind of thinking about this song a little bit, and he was actually like near the ocean and was just watching the waves crash and everything else, and that verse came to him in that moment. But all of it, bar, bar.
Floor, and I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that make to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
And he could have just left it at this, right? He could have just been like, okay, I'm done. That's the song. But no, he wanted to show you how personal this story was to him. It's just such genius.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room. into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget that we are human beings.
So good. And high right again. And so this is another part that I want to point out to people as part of, like, you know, the realisis. You see here how he's taking the mic off and everything else. Ren doesn't do anything that's not on purpose in his videos. So why is he doing this? I saw a lot of people, like, when they were first reacting to this before they knew about Ren, which was like over a year ago, and this was the first time they were exposed to him, they didn't put together that he performed this live for the recording. Now it's kind of like part of his lore that he does one takes, and this wasn't a one take. He did a bunch of different takes and then used one of them with multiple camera shots, which is also an incredible feat to accomplish as someone who's worked on many sets for music videos and movies and TV. But what he's doing here is he's letting you know that, hey, this was live. Like, you already heard me take the guitar and unplug it from the thing, and now I'm taking the lav mic off of me, and I'm not making a big deal about it. I'm doing it under the title screen like he is right here, right? And he just kind of like looks up back at the camera and, yeah, like that, and says, yeah, did you notice? That's all that was. That was the reason for him doing that, in my opinion. I mean, Ren is just a genius. We all know this. I was so flabbergasted the first time I heard this song that I just had to redo it kind of here to launch the reaction side of this YouTube channel. And I also, like I said before, I'm definitely going to be bringing other people in to kind of watch this and experience it, because I've noticed that as even some other reactors are trying to bring in other musicians to see it and everything else. And one of the places that I think it's really lacking is kind of people who do musical theater and actors, because he has those talents too. And so I kind of want to get their reactions. But to be clear, if I get in an Uber, I strike up a conversation with the Uber driver about, like, hey, you into music? You know, have you seen this kind of thing before? Or find out if they know Ren. And if they're like, oh, I don't know, what kind of genre is he? I'm like, he's his own genre. And so when I try to sell them on it, I'm like, listen, as far as I'm concerned, this song is the Bohemian Rhapsody of our generation. And I know how bold of a statement that is, and I stand by it 100%. Because he's showing you who he is, but also allowing you to, like, feel all of those things, which you may have felt yourself but didn't know how to express. It's just, he's a blessing to all of us. And I'm so excited to do more reactions to him here on the channel. And I'm excited for some of you to come along, and especially excited for my nephew to kind of witness this stuff as he gets older, because I am definitely a lifelong fan of Ren. So that's going to do it for my first video here. Thanks so much for watching, if you watched and got this far. And, you know, remember, don't wait for life to be easy before you decide to be happy.